Welcome back to the channel, it's Maverick here, and today we're watching episode 3 of Assault-Lily Bouquet. So, I'm still trying to figure out where exactly to fit this particular episode within, this particular series within my week. It might be on Fridays, it might be on Saturdays, it might be on Sundays, generally sometime around that. I think things will be a little bit more settled down in the upcoming weeks, so bear with me for right now. It could be released on any of those days. But in any case, back to the episode at hand. At the end of the last one, we got Riri, or I should say mostly Yuyu, promising to make Riri her Schwarzenegger, or I guess it should be the other way around, promising to be her Schwarzenegger, if you will, since I believe that means a guardian angel, right? So it should be the stronger one to be the guardian angel, if you guys get what I mean. Obviously, she has some misgivings about all this. It might be tied into her own trauma, right? We are definitely going to be looking into that from the perspective of Lily, in order to, resolve the whole thing and make them actually have this bond get going, right? Because I think there still has to be some sort of ceremony or whatnot. I definitely don't think it's as simple as saying, all right, sure, I'm your Shosangle now, and that's it, right? It kind of, I have a feeling it gets a lot more complicated than that. Also, in this episode, I do believe they are going to be starting their formal classes, so we're probably going to get a lot more information in regards to context of the world and so on and so forth. So, if that being said, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Also, it would be nice... Oh. Huh? Really? That's it? Well, I guess... disregard all that I just said a few seconds ago. Apparently, that's it. Also, it would be nice if in this episode we get a little bit of action. At least against the, what are they called? The arms? Right? No, wait, no. The arms are the part of the charms, right? Ah, huge. It's counter huge arms, so the huge. Kind of want to see them, some more battle animation. Not to mention, to me, that was one of the highlights of the first episode. I mean, we can obviously see that they're gonna be quite close with each other in the future. Like, come on, give me some of this. Let me see some of this. I mean, I've no doubt that we'll see that by the end of this series or something. There's gonna be like a huge battle with all the girls. But we can build up to it, right? My rare skill. I guess that would be her ultimate or something. Oh no, wait. I guess it's not necessarily an ultimate. What part of that looks like flirting to you? Thank you, Fumi, for being the reasonable one here. Well... and another one. Alright, Fumi, tell us, who is she? Forget me not. Wasure nakuse. Kusai. Some cruise missiles. Kind of reminds me of Evangelion in a way. 80 field. All right. Second years. Yeah, first years. Huh. Nyonghin tactic, eh? Okay. Almost kind of like sports in a way. Oh, sparring now? Mm. Oh. So, I see. So, is that what happened? Huh. I guess that's what happened. Well. I mean, I think it's a good thing that Yuyu's training her like this. Even if she is being a little bit harsh in the training method, it's gonna be good for her. So what is Alfian? Is that where you were? I like how we can instantly see all their sizes from this view. But I think they all have to bow down to Kaede. Mm-hmm. This girl? Oh. Nice. She got it. Okay, I wonder if she's gonna get mad over this. Patrol? Okay. Okay. A nice little touching moment. Okay, so I guess they joined different legions. Okay. So Fumi is basically just an encyclopedia, right? Yeah, she probably wants to protect her from harm. But, okay. Anyways. Let's see. Please don't disappoint me. I do wonder, once they actually release the game, is it going to be an action game? Or is it going to be like one of those strategic RPG games? So basically, they can recover their HP. Oh, and they have higher experience levels as well. Oh? She's trying to explode it with that. Yeah. Oh, she knows this? Probably. Yeah. She died. Yep. And now she's got PTSD. And that's her lunatic rage thing. Yep. Lunatic transcend. So basically a berserker. I mean, I guess for those of the berserker class, you probably do need to. Don't worry, she has the power of plot armor. But like, if she does enter that stance, like what? Do her abilities really get that much higher? Right, so you know, as expected, Shiryu was indeed dead, and a figment of Yuyu's imagination. Oof. You had a good feel of Kaede as well. I mean, can't you... Is Yu actually in danger right now? I feel like she's doing quite okay. Didn't you just say that you need to keep the charms with you at all times if you... Okay. Like, she literally just said the only time when a Lily would willingly let go of her charm is if they die. Guys, you're in the middle of a freaking battle. Oh my god, this is a little bit too cheesy for me. Oh my god. Okay, I guess they unlocked combos now. Ooh, that is a lot of charms. Huh. And here I was thinking that this entire backstory would be like, you know, a thing that we're going to learn about throughout the entire story. Apparently not. It's just like the first arc. There's like 25, 30 in that cemetery. Okay. So in the end, she did still kill her as well. In order to stop her berserk. This is our destiny. Huh. So she does have an actual roommate. Alright. Alright. Okay, see you guys after this. Alright, so that is episode 3 in the bag, and apparently we have solved the entire situation with Yuyu as well. I mean, I'm sure that perhaps in the future a little bit of this, her former trauma will spring up again and all that, but we can see here that clearly, in the sense of, you know, her entire backstory and arc, I think we're pretty much done. And that kind of really surprised me. I would have thought that this was something that we would be working towards throughout maybe even the entire first half of the anime and whatnot, and then later on gradually allowing you to come out of her shell. But clearly we can see here that it's solved, and Lyria and Yuyu are already on the same page and whatnot, and, you know, I don't know. I mean, it definitely was a surprise to me that this was resolved so early, but in a way, I am thankful for them for quickly resolving the situation, because that just means that we have more room for other kinds of story developments in the future, right? I'm not particularly all that interested in this, in something that I already know the outcome of. Like, I mean, come on, seriously, how many of you guys were surprised by what happened in this episode? And not the sense that it was done here. Okay, I probably shouldn't say this episode, but the nature of Yuyu's story, right? So, yeah, I guess in the end, she did actually kill her Sword Sengo herself. That did come as a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought that it only went so much as maybe. Okay, so here was what I was thinking once I knew about her ability. I was thinking, okay, perhaps Yu is going to go into a rage, activate her ability, go into that rage berserker kind of stance, and you know, start attacking everybody, right? And then in the end, her Sword Sengo would be stopping her, but in the process of stopping her, leaving her own self to be blindsided by one of the huges, right? So maybe not necessarily killing her directly, but indirectly killing her. Definitely not this kind of situation where you literally have her sticking her entire sword in her. Not quite killing her off, but still, I think that was enough to be a mortal wound, if she wasn't already mortally wounded back by the chains of the huge, right? So that was a little bit more darker than I was expecting, I guess you could say. But in the end, not really that surprised by the entire situation and the outcome here. Now, honestly, for this episode, it was cheesy, right? But, I mean, what can you do about it? This is typically how this type of story resolves itself. The thing that I do have a bit more of a bit more of a bone to pick in this one, though, is I really do think that they didn't really, set up the scenario well enough to make really do these sort of crazy things and you know, to basically call you back from her berserk status, right? Because think about it, within this episode, while Yuyu was entering that lunatic trance or whatever it is called, I'm just gonna call it her berserker ability. When she was entering her berserker ability, like, she wasn't exactly in danger, was she? It's not like she suddenly was you know, getting, if you go true berserker, maybe you like completely disregard any attacks on yourself, and then you start really getting punished for it, and etc, and then you get into a dangerous situation, right? Clearly, Yuyu had a great handle of the situation there, and in fact, the entire time I was thinking, okay, I mean, it's not like this has any long-lasting consequences, right? I mean, literally, there are no other lilies beside her. She can go all berserk that she wants. Once she kills off that huge, then do your thing and bring her back. Like, what? No. You guys know what I mean? Typically in these types of situations where you need somebody to snap them out of it, right? To bring them back. It's normally a situation where, okay, they gotta do it or else something bad is gonna happen. Maybe another Lily is gonna die, maybe she's gonna die or something or whatnot. So Lily has to step up and do something crazy and insane in order to bring you back and then you know, fight together to defeat the huge and so on and so forth. So I'm okay with that entire progression of the story. I just feel like they didn't set it up well enough to justify such a reckless move or decision from Lily. So, you know, I mean, I guess, I mean, if you really want to, okay, it kind of feels like I'm just nitpicking here, but I just feel like these small things do kind of erode away at my entertainment and enthusiasm for an episode. So I really feel like they could have made this story much more complete in that aspect in order for this type of scenario to really play itself a lot better. Now, of course, in terms of the actual action and all that, I think I was quite satisfied there. We again saw you do some pretty cool moves and whatnot, and the ending ability between Lily and Yuyu was also quite nice as well, a combo, if you will. And I'm already thinking about all the various different aspects of this that they can put into a game, honestly. A lot of this seems perfect for game mechanics, including like using what kind of formation, using a combo move. Like lots of people, you can literally already imagine, right? If it was a game, and then you can have all the characters all combo together to do a big combo ultimate ability and whatnot. They each have their own specific abilities that you can activate to deal more damage, or maybe even have some other kind of special effects, and so on and so forth. So I gotta say, the world building of this is really suited for a game, and I have absolutely no doubt that a game is probably going to come out soon. Most probably a mobile game, but it certainly has all the aspects that you would need or want from a game, where I would assume it's probably much more in the SRPG kind of thing rather than an action RPG. What else? Well, we got some fan service in this episode, I guess you could say, which is to be expected. I mean, come on, this is an all-female, like, literally one of those, waifu franchises, if you will, so that much was to be expected. And I think that's pretty much it for this episode. We were introduced to a lot more other characters once again, and once again, I will remember none of their names until they find some story arc to come out in the future once again, and then at that point we can see, you know, what exactly they do and why exactly they're important to this story, right? Which hopefully will start from the next episode on, because like I said, we've already finished this entire Yuyu story arc, right? At least the initial part of it. So we can put that aside for now and then focus on the other stuff. Maybe actually get into the academy life, maybe actually get into some other I presume they might be wanting to join a legion or form a legion, which, by the way, again, this is a great gaming mechanic, right? It's literally like a guild or something that you can join. So yeah, all the aspects of this are definitely quite suitable for being a mobile game, if you will, or just a game in general. And even Fumi, right? Fumi, who's really, we haven't seen anything of her combat abilities and whatnot. She's like the living encyclopedia, right? And like, you can literally imagine when you're in the game and you have something to ask, well, probably Fumi is going to be there to explain things for you. So yeah, in any case, alright, interesting episode. Well, I wouldn't say interesting episode, but at least I enjoyed the action parts of all of it. And I'm glad that Yuyu has gotten out of her rut now. Hopefully with her and reading. Oh, I guess one other thing I want to comment on, which I didn't quite notice at the beginning. So, remember when I said that, I kind of feel like being a Shotsengo and a shield has a little bit more to it than just literally an oral formality, right? So I was thinking more something magi based, like they had to form a magic contract or whatnot, but apparently all you need is like a certificate. And if you look at the wording on that certificate, it's literally like a wedding certificate, right? You gotta have vows with each other, support each other through sickness and ill and through good fortune and all that, and then sign blah 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 blah. So yeah, they're really laying it on with the sort of the Yuri marriage kind of aspects of the franchise. But I presume that's why a lot of people would enjoy this kind of franchise in the first place, right? You gotta have the Yuriness in there. Well, and that's pretty much it for this episode. So, I'll see you guys in the next one, and let's see what kind of storyline that they will be presenting to us in the next one. Stay tuned, and bye-bye.